Good evening, everybody. We founded Aimi in 2019 with a really simple vision. We wanted to enable human artistry to guide AI in the creation of beautiful music. We are a generative music platform. We do use AI, but we've always had the artist at the front of that. We see our platform as a new medium of expression for artists, something that will empower and inspire them rather than disenfranchise or replace them. So why generative music? First off, generative music makes continuous music that doesn't repeat possible. Algorithms can take you on a journey, creating music that evolves over time. If you expose those algorithms to the listener, they can take part in the music creation process, sharing the steering wheel with the AI as they go on their music journey. And if you learn more about those interactions and the way the listener is interacting with the algorithms, you can start to understand their music tastes, and you can personalize the music for them. Those same algorithms can be exposed to artists, enabling creators to create musical journeys for their fans and for their friends. So who do we create Aimi for? I'm guessing most of you in this audience are casual listeners. You're a casual listener if you use music to fill time and space. Maybe you listen to music at work. Maybe you listen to music while you play. Maybe you rest and relax to music. Casual listening is about having music be part of your experience instead of being the experience. We also created Aimi for the music enthusiast. I'm a music enthusiast. I spend a lot of time curating playlists. I covet mixes from DJs. And I also socialize music that I create and playlists that I create with friends. I take an active effort in the music that I listen to so that it's my music. I'm guessing most of you here are music enthusiasts. That's why you're here tonight. We also created Aimi for creators. If you're a professional producer, if you mix music for fun, or maybe you play music live, we created Aimi as a tool, a platform for you to be able to express yourself in a new way that generative music makes possible. For the casual listener, the value proposition is simple. It's effortless listening. Just press play. You don't have to tinker with playlists. You don't have to pick the next song. Just press play and let the generative music platform take you on a journey. For the enthusiast, it's really about interacting with your music so you personalize that experience. When you interact with the music plays for you instead of at you. And that's really a new chapter in music. Since we've been creating recorded music, music has been played at us. It's only when you go and watch something live that you really get to have music played for you. Generative music turns that into a personal experience. And finally, we created Aimi for the creator, and the value proposition for the creator is really to make artisan music. Our platform lets creators share the role of creating music with the AI. As a creator, you can choose to have as much or as little control as you want, sharing the steering wheel with the generative music engine and ultimately allowing the listener to share the steering wheel as well. Creates a collaborative environment where the listener and the artist can create a journey together that they share. Over the last year, we've had the honor of working with almost 200 artists across the world. Something that was very important to us from the inception of Aimi was creating music that was good to great. We weren't happy with passable music. For us, the best endorsement that we could get wasn't our own opinion about how good Aimi was. It was going to some of the most critical artists in the world and getting their endorsement. We wanted their stamp of approval before we put this in front of the public. And I'm proud to say that we have 200 of the world's best artists, producers, and DJs actively working on Aimi. We launched our interactive music player this week. You have 10 experiences in there from Aimi, and within 4 weeks, you're gonna have another 100 experiences created by artists around the world. Let me share a few of the testimonials that artists have provided, and these are unprompted and unscripted. Elka said she thought Aimi was incredible. The way it improvised sounds and created combinations that she'd never seen exceeded her expectations. One of my favorite quotes is from DJ Boring. He said the music that Aimi made was better than what he did. He said, it was like I didn't make this. Oh my God, I did make this. And that's really the essence of human and AI collaboration, the two working together to create music that the creator can be proud of. Oda commented about how Aimi tapped into his thought processes. It didn't just tap into his thought processes, he trained the AI, and through that training, Aimi was able to express music the way he expresses music. And through this new medium, he can create continuous music, which songs and tracks don't allow you to do. Kareem Ali said that it inspired him to approach music making in a new way. I love this quote because one of the things that we hear from artists is they often get stuck in ruts. Arranging music can be tedious. And when you have a platform like Aimi, it can inspire you to create music in new ways that you might not have thought before. But once you've seen and heard new ways of thinking about your musical ideas, you're now elevated and inspired to produce music in new ways. Portable said it blew his mind. His experience is launching in a few weeks, and it's excellent. It's an experimental music experience, and the way Aimi explores his musical ideas is frankly astounding because the continuous nature of it just explores more and more combinations in a way, again, that a track or a song won't allow you to do. Rosca commented on how Aimi was a beautiful journey. I love this phrase, a beautiful journey. The whole point of generative music is to take the listener on a journey. And when you let the listener share the steering wheel with the generative music platform, and in effect with the artist, the three work together to create a beautiful journey. Roxy Moore had a really important point, which was that electronic music has always been about technology. If you think about the phrase electronic music, its genesis is in technology. And one of the things that's so beautiful about electronic music is how it lowered the barrier for people to create music. All you needed was a laptop. Aimi is really the evolution of that story. Aimi's technology lowers the barrier and allows anyone to unleash their inner artist. You don't need to know music composition. You don't need to know music theory. You don't need to know the nuances of a particular style or genre of music. You can be a sophisticated producer or you can be an amateur. Either way, you'll be able to express yourself using Aimi's generative music platform. And finally, my favorite quote. Manpower is a classically trained musician. This is a gifted musician. In a way, he tried to trick Aimi. He wanted to craft something, as he said, rich in textures and thick with ideas and melancholy. The really amazing part of this is what he said afterwards, that he was astounded that Aimi didn't lose any of the humanity that he tried to imbue into his music. To us, that was the best endorsement, that AI-generated music preserved the humanity of the artist. Once we had these endorsements from artists, we felt good about putting Aimi in front of the public. The way we look at the music market is what we call a creator flywheel. We start with the casual listener. We want to make it easy and effortless to listen to music. You can listen to music on Aimi FM for free. There's 10 experiences on there, ranging from ambient music all the way up to techno. Just press play. Aimi will take you on a never-ending journey exploring musical combinations within that style and genre. Once you've been exposed to generative music, you can then download our interactive music player. Our goal with the interactive music player was to show you that music doesn't have to be intimidating. If you're like me, music is intimidating. I've been playing saxophone for 30 years and I'm still terrible at it. Platforms like Aimi will make it easier for me to be able to express myself musically. I don't have to be a professional musician to make music or to create music, and that starts with interactivity. Once we get you enthusiastic about interacting, we want to show you how easy it is to create music. We announced our creator platform, Aimi Studio, in May. It's already in the hands of all the artists that we're working with. Aimi Studio allows you to create generative music experiences with a click of a button. You can take over and control as much as you want, or let the AI do as much as you want. Once you have Aimi Studio, you can create and publish music experiences. That content gets shared in our community, bringing more listeners in, and the flywheel continues to spin. The Aimi ecosystem is made up of creators who populate our sonic universe with musical ideas. Musical ideas in our parlance are small bits of music, melodies, harmonies, tops, beats, effects. These are small musical phrases that Aimi can combine at runtime to make the music that you listen to. When artists contribute their musical ideas, our machine learning algorithms crawl all over those musical ideas, and we extract hundreds of features from those musical ideas. We know what key the music is in, we know the MIDI for the music, we know how boomy it is, we know how groovy it is. In fact, we know things that artists typically only can express intuitively. That information is fed into our algorithms, which then combine the music that you listen to. That combination allows us to create very sophisticated music that rivals what you would be able to do by hand producing music. Aimi Studio is our creator platform that lets you navigate this sonic universe, curating the sounds that you like, and then publishing those sounds as an experience. What this means is even if you don't know how to make sounds, Aimi can help you find sounds that match your tastes. You can then curate those in an experience, pick a style of music, let's say house, publish it, and you've got beautiful house music. It's really that easy. Aimi Studio lets you export multi-track audio, syndicate to YouTube, so in one click, you can take your musical ideas and turn it into a live music channel on YouTube. Later this year, we'll be announcing Aimi for Brands, which is our brand offering that lets brands include Aimi's generative music on-premise. And I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. This week, we launched our interactive music player, and it really is a breakthrough in the way you experience music. By allowing the listener to interact directly with the generative music platform, you can take control over your listening experience. Music won't be played at you, it'll be played for you. And through your interactions and your expressed feedback, Aimi learns your tastes and slowly starts to shape the music that it makes to your personal listening. One of the really exciting aspects of the way the interactive music player works is this notion of your sonic DNA. As you listen to music, you start to populate your personal sonic DNA with feedback. The more you listen, the more populated your DNA becomes. Ultimately, Aimi will know enough about your tastes to be able to unlock curated experiences for you. This means my house music will pull musical ideas from hundreds of artists within the Aimi community, essentially mashing up all the best sounds for me in a customized house experience. The more I listen, the more styles I listen to, the more of these styles will be unlocked by the interactive music player, effectively letting me express my tastes through my feedback through the app. Aimi Studio is our creator platform. It starts with this universe of sonic ideas, which you can explore and curate. We have a demo of that outside. It's surprisingly simple to just pick sounds you like, pick a style, and then hit play, and let the generative music platform do the rest for you. And that's how Aimi Studio works. Once you've found the sounds that you like, you pick a style, create an experience, and then you can tune that experience and publish it to the community. Aimi Live is a web service that we created that runs Aimi's generative music platform in the web. So this is an instance of Aimi running on our web servers that's generating music in real time. You can listen to Aimi Live on our website at aimi.fm. You can also go to YouTube under our Aimi channel, and you'll see 10 generative music channels that we've created. We'll be extending this to allow artists who use Aimi Studio to publish their musical ideas as live music on YouTube. This is kind of a profound concept, because as an artist, if you have a pile of stems lying around on your laptop, you can literally grab them, put them in Aimi Studio, tune an experience, and then publish it to YouTube, and you've got a 24/7 continuous live music station with your content. Later this year, we announced Aimi for Brands. It takes the same idea of interactive and personalized music, but extends it to premises. You can buy zones for each location in your premise, your restaurant, your lobby, your cafe, your spa. Each of these zones can have custom experiences with your own custom sonic ideas, meaning you can brand these experiences in a unique way. You can also have environmental feedback control the way these experiences are played. Perhaps it's the audio level within the restaurant. If you don't want your patrons yelling over the music, you can tie into lighting and have lighting control the music and the ambiance. You can also publish these experiences in our app, so your customers can take your branded sonic experience home with them. One question we get asked a lot about is licensing. We're not in the business of selling music. We don't charge for any of the music that comes out of Aimi. We're in the business of creating platforms to enable creators and empower creators. Our app is free. You can download it, hit play, and listen all you want. We don't charge for that. You can go to aimi.fm and listen for free. We also let you use Aimi in live streaming. If you have a YouTube channel that you want music for, have at it. Want to use it in your podcast? We welcome you. Your Twitch stream, go for it. As I said, we have 10 of these experiences today, and within 4 weeks, we'll have another 100 released on our platform. And these are available for you to enjoy. Using Aimi Studio, you'll also be able to export stems, and we don't charge for that either. If you're using your own content, you can use Aimi to export multi-track audio that fits into your existing workflow. You can use this as an arrangement tool to inspire you, or you can have Aimi just take an existing track and extend beyond that to finish out your EP. Okay, this is our interactive music player. You can see here on the screen, we've got a bunch of different experiences for you to enjoy. We have 10 of them that we've created now. We'll be releasing another 20 before the end of the year that we've created. We commission producers all over the world to make sonic ideas for us that we use with our generative music platform to create these experiences. One of my favorite ones is Serenity. It's actually one of our more popular ones too. Serenity is ambient music. It turns out it's actually pretty easy for Aimi to make ambient music. It's not musically complex. The beauty of Serenity is you put it on, fall asleep, and wake up, and it's different. It's not a track that just keeps repeating. This music is being made right now. It's never been heard before, and it'll never be heard again. Aimi is generating it live. The interface to the app gives you some simple ways to interact with the music. You can hit thumbs up and thumbs down. This tells Aimi about the musical combinations and your expressed preferences about them. You can also shuffle music to change up the combination of musical ideas that Aimi's exploring. So let's check out something a little bit more complex. Another popular experience on Aimi is chill. Chill is chill music. One of the things that we wanted to do with this app is to make music less intimidating. So we exposed a lot of what's happening underneath the covers so that you could learn about music making in a passive way. You can see on the bottom there that we're in an intro section. Next up is a breakdown build-up. I can hit thumbs up. That lets Aimi know that I like this combination of musical ideas, and it's going to start biasing the way it makes music towards my personal tastes. Shuffle just shakes the Christmas ball, so all kinds of new musical ideas come into the fold. What we also did was show you the underlying musical elements in real time. This interface here shows you all the different pieces of music that are being combined and allows you to explore it in an easy-to-access way that isn't intimidating. Let's say you don't know what a harmony or a melody is. In fact, I did a canvas this week and asked artists to describe the difference between harmony and melody, and I think I asked 50 people and got 50 different answers on that. But let's listen to a melody. Okay, cool, I get that. Let's see what the harmony sounds like. The fact that I'm able to explore music this way is only possible because it's being generated in real time. And if I don't like the harmony, let's just shuffle that out. The generative music platform will make sure that it pulls in another harmony that is musically correct. I can also change the gain. Right now we're in a full break, so there's only a limited number of items going on. I'm gonna go to a super section next, so I can actually control where Aimi goes in this multi-dimensional music space. On this screen, you'll see I have higher level controls that let me interact with the music in a more abstract way. I can control the intensity, the rate at which Aimi explores musical ideas. I can add vocals to the music, and I can also change the texture of the music, exploring more synthetic or more organic instruments. One of my favorite experiences on the platform is called Amapiano. Amapiano is African house music. We worked with producers all over Africa to create the musical ideas that went into this experience. Let's go back to that last screen now, and let's crank up the progression so Aimi will explore musical ideas faster. And let's crank up the vocals. This is going to signal to Aimi that I want more vocals and I want it to explore the groove faster. See what section we're in. We're in an intro section now. Next up is a breakdown build-up. Typically, the vocals will kick in a super section when you have more musical ideas going on at once. So let's go ahead and tell Aimi that we want to steer away and go towards a super section. So when this breakdown build-up is over, you'll hear more musical elements come in, and hopefully Aimi will pick some vocals for us to hear as well. The beauty of this model, by the way, is if you're a vocalist, go in a studio and sing. That's all you have to do. You don't need to know about all the other musical ideas or elements that are going to be used. Aimi makes sure everything is on key, on grid, temporally aligned, and that it's structured over time to make musical sense. This is truly liberating for artists. And on cue, there's the vocals. This experience is truly beautiful, and you can just put it on and let it play forever. Another experience I really like is Push. Push is basically melodic techno, probably more in line with what we're going to be listening to tonight. If you want to work out, just put on Push. I promise you, you'll have a good workout. This drives hard, and it just drives continuously, and the music is designed to engage you without exhausting you, just like a good DJ does. And that's not by accident. We sat with 200 DJs around the world and distilled their expert techniques into our expert algorithms. Those algorithms are now available to anybody using Aimi Studio, so you can mix like Carl Cox, drop like Gene on Earth. As I said, this week we released our interactive music player. It's free. It's available in Android and iOS. In the last week, we're in the top 25 in multiple countries around the world, and for good reason. The music that Aimi makes is beautiful. It's fun to listen to, it's fun to interact with, and through those interactions, you're gonna be able to create personalized music that is specifically designed for you. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. We've got some awesome music coming up now, so hope you guys all stick around.